Hey kids, welcome back to part 2 of this build. Part 2 of this build of the LEGO Monster Fighters Vampire Castle. If you saw part 1, you're awesome. Go ahead and give a thumbs up for this video. If you hadn't seen part 1, check it out now, because you missed out on all the cool minifigures of this set. We're not going over them again, and you missed out on this cool little build of the Monster Fighters vehicle. So if we're not going over it, you gotta check out part 1. Part 2, we're gonna start building the castle. So this is gonna be a big multi-part build. There's gonna be multiple segments of this castle that are more or less gonna connect similar to the way the modular buildings connect. There's gonna be some pins and some Technic bricks with pinholes in them that will allow them all to interconnect. So it's a really cool little set, similar to the King's Castle, where you had a bunch of little different portions of the building that all kind of interconnected. This is going to be very similar to that. Let's see, I'm looking for a little panel. 1x2x1 panel. Nailed it. Right there. Alright, so I have all the pieces already sorted, but they're by color. So when you sort by color, a lot of times all the pieces kind of blend together and look very, very similar. So you have to be careful to not have too many pieces of the same color all put together. Too many different pieces, because it really makes it hard to find. So I'm struggling slightly with some of these pieces. But as we build the set more and more, there's gonna be less and less pieces to choose from, and we should be good. So here's our Technic bricks with the little pinholes that I was talking about. So you can see right there on the side and right there. And then we have a little lever here. It's gonna do something. Now I know what it's gonna do. You may not know what it's gonna do unless you have this set already. If you do, don't give it away yet. Let the kids figure it out as we build it. But if you don't, you're gonna be in for a cool little surprise. There's a lot of cool little surprises in this set. There's, you look at it, it's like, oh, it's just a castle. But there's actually quite a few play features designed into the set, which makes it probably my second most favorite Monster Fighter set. And I'm struggling to find another one of these panels. Bummer. I'm gonna move along. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to find it just yet. We'll just come back to it when I find it, because I know I will find it. Not worried about that. All right. Trying to keep this where everyone can see it. All right, so here's another crazy thing about this set. There are, I think, 24 of these corner panels. So I have them all in one bag. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump them out now, because I know we're gonna start using them now. So there is just a ton ton of them. Some of them are stickered, some of them are not. This so happens to be one of the sets that I did sticker. So you can see the stickers are already applied. So we get this cool little web sticker. And some of these stickers actually do glow in the dark. Let me see if this is one. Let me hold it up to my light. Nope, this isn't one of the glow in the dark stickers. But there are quite a few in here that do glow in the dark. Alright, let me reorient myself. Alright, here we go. Back to where we were. Still looking for that one panel. I know I'll find it when I'm not looking for it, but that's okay. Rotate that. There. 2 more bricks with Technic pinholes. There and there. And we have a cool little jail cell door. It goes right back here on these 2 clips. Oops, it might help if I put that clip on right. Pay attention to the instructions. Alright, there we go. So we got our jail cell door right there. We have a little sub build. Let's go ahead and build it right here. Alright, so this is part of what I was talking about, how we now have these bricks with these Technic pins. And you've got the 2 bricks with the pinholes like we showed you earlier, and there you go. So you can see we're starting to add on pieces to this module, and it's just using these bricks and pins. And then we have this panel here, like that. So here's what I was talking about as the play feature. So you've got this little Technic lift arm. So when you push down on this piece sticking out, you see it blows away that rock panel. So that's one of the play features of the set. And basically what it does is it opens up an entry point for the monster fighters to go in and fight the monsters. And don't let me forget, I'm still looking for one little panel that goes over here. Let me scour this little pile of pieces one more time. See if I can find found it. Very good. Now I won't be worried that I'm missing a piece. So that's a cool little play feature. So now let's continue to build onto that. Okay, what did I do here? Alright, let me zoom out a little bit because this tower's getting taller now. 2 more brick pieces, of course with stickers on them. Find the right stickered pieces. That one and that one. See right there. These brick. Let's see here. Oops. And there should be an undecorated one right here. There we go. And then that piece there. Making a tower. Arches. Sub build. 3 of these, 1 of those, 2 Technic pins, 2 axle joiners. So I have this little bar that's hanging out side of this. I can't quite remember what that's for. We'll probably find out here in a minute. Another little sub build. This is going to be our turning device. It turns the chain. I know you're saying, what chain? This chain. Right here. And at the bottom of that chain, we have a black claw piece with some handcuffs attached to it. Like that. So what is this for, you ask? Good question. It's for a tower. But there's a little more to it than what you think. So we'll roll it up here, pulling this little, we're turning the little crank. And what happens is, skeleton with the opposable arms gets attached to it. So this is the chamber that the prisoners have been sent to. And they've been in there for so long that they died on the chain. Spooky. And I'm playing with it already without it being completely built. I'm guilty of that a lot. Alright, quit playing with it. Let's finish the build before we start playing with it. Sorry, I just get excited with some of the cool play features. Okay. 3 corner bricks. This piece and 2 of the other ones. So these reverse slopes. Dark bluish gray reverse slope. And we have a big octagonal plate. Covers it all up. Helps hold it all together. Don't do that. Why did I do that? Can't believe I did that. Easy enough, I'll fix. Alright. So our first tower's coming together. Still confused what this thing is for. Hopefully it'll come to me whenever we get to that point. Alright, making progress now. Just building the top of these towers. Or this one tower, I guess. So we have our cauldron. Goes right there in the middle. We have a cool little mushroom top print. And that's one of the items in the recipe, along with a frog. And then you put Mrs. Lord Vampire up here. She is brewing up an evil potion. Right there on top. So that's our first tower. we're going to continue on with the main gate, it looks like, of the vampire castle. Thanks for sticking along with me. What I'm going to try to do is finish up this first instruction book. The set is divided into 2 instruction books. So if I can get through this first one at a fairly quick pace, I feel like we've been spending a little too much time so far. So I'm going to try and pick up the pace a little. See how quickly we can really blow through this. I think it's going to go a little bit faster now that we've started to extinguish some of the pieces. It's going to be easier for me to find the parts I'm looking for. Extensive part call out for this next little step. I'm going to go ahead and pull all the pieces together. That way it'll go a little bit faster when we build it. So we have a little brick with 2 light tan studs on it. Another Technic brick with a stud on it. A couple of these axles with stops in them. And a thin Technic lift arm. That goes there. That's part of one of the cool play features. It's got a little clamping claw mechanism, or I guess deadly spike booby trap. It's more like what it is. It's a booby trap. Alright, I definitely feel like I'm picking up the pace now. Try to keep up with me at home, kids. We're going now. So like I said, this is the main gate that we're building here. So we built this one side, now we're gonna build the other side. What this is the connecting piece. It's kind of holding the two sides together. So as we get a little bit further along, you'll see that what I'm building on this side is gonna be basically a mirrored copy of the other side. And I kind of hit a roadblock. Some of these tiles are hard to find. Oh, found the last one. All right. Let's continue on. We're going to do another one of our little claw booby trap mechanisms. Maybe find the right pieces for that. Two of these. Two claws. Thin lift arm. Right there. Two techno bricks. Alright. Got all the pieces. Alright, so we're almost done mirroring this. It's really starting to look similar now. Tile there to hold it on. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. It's just got me trying to concentrate on finding the pieces. That's what's killing me here. Trying to find the pieces and build it as fast as I can. Contrary to what people try to tell you, it's practically impossible to multitask. Your brain and or body can only do one thing at a time. And here's our main big gate. You can see there's a jumper plate right here in the middle. Maybe you can't see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's right there in the middle of that plate, right there. See a jumper plate right there. So what that jumper plate does is when I get the gates on, see they open and then they close, and the only way that they stop is they hit the bottom here, hits that little stud in that jumper plate. So that's a pretty cool little detail. And then the play feature in this is when the gates open and the monster fighters are trying to escape, you've got this little booby trap of claws that will shoot out and, in theory, impale them to where they can't get away. Cool little play feature, if you ask me. And it's easily built and pulled off without much complication at all. Cool little archway leading into the vampire castle. Need a few cheese slopes. Where are you, cheese slopes? There's one. They go right there. And must be getting to the end of my cheese slopes. And there's the other. Got it. First try. Two Technic bricks there. Alright, we've got a little sub build now. Move that to the side. Be building two of these. So these are two of the steeples that are on the, typically on the ends of the castle somewhere, or on the corners somewhere. Two of those. Bring this back in. Zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. And each one of these attaches there and there. And they are purposely offset a little bit. We have a jumper plate in the middle with black cone and a bat right in the middle. And last but not least, what is any Lego set without a flick fire? Now this flick fire is slightly different because you're not actually firing some sort of missile. You're actually firing, hold on, my timing was off. Where's that flick fire piece? Any other time they'd be everywhere. There it is. All right, so you're not really firing a missile projectile, you're firing a spider. So you can see the spider jumps out at you. That's actually not a bad little feature. I think it'd been cool if it if the spider somehow attached to it and you just push something and the spider flew out on its own, but it doesn't. It's actually attached to a flick fire missile. Either way, it's not bad. So what we do next is, let me zoom out a little bit. We take our previous little piece and got some Technic pins here. We attach them right to that tower piece that has the bricks with Technic pin holes in it. And there you go. So that's the beginning of the castle. We haven't quite finished book number 1, but we're getting pretty close. But we're going to stop the video for right now. This is going to be the end of part 2. Make sure to check out part 3. Best way to do that is to subscribe. I'll put a link down here whenever part 3 is published. But make sure to check out our other videos. Give a thumbs up if you like what you saw today. Check out our Instagram, String Cheese and Applesauce. If you are already a follower on Instagram, you've seen pictures of this already, because I do post pictures of stuff that I'm building and will be putting up on YouTube in the future. So Instagram is a great spot to get a sneak peek of everything that's coming up on my YouTube channel. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.